Hey guys, Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Welcome to the video. How you living? How you doing? How you been? How was your weekend? Mine was pretty dang good. Took the kiddo to the amusement park. I ran into like 4 of you people. You guys, you viewers, you gals. I appreciate the love. If you ever see me out in public, say hi. I don't bite. I hate when people say I don't bite, and then I just said I don't bite. I hate the I don't bite expression. Anyway, guys, have you heard the big news in Clash Royale? Have you heard the big news? And that's not the new KFC video, by the way. Just watch it. No comment. The big news is the global shutdown event, June 27th. Okay, June 27th. That's tomorrow. I haven't heard about this big event, have you? It's the #1 post on all of Reddit here. Global shutdown event. What is this thing? Am I doing it? Are you doing it? And is it going to be effective, right? Let's talk about that. For the first time in Clash history, a global outcry. Join the movement. So he even has a slideshow for us. Join us. A globe-wide complete 48-hour shutdown of all Clash applications. 0 gem transactions for 6 weeks straight. Dude, is a global shutdown effective when you say the end date? Is it effective when you give the, I don't know, save your money and then spend it all in 6 weeks? Okay. Unprecedented backlash, forging a new path. With the recent changes to Clash Royale, global polls reflect the vigorously overwhelming disappointments and concerns about the game's future. That I have no issues with. Point #1, bad UI for casual players. Recent UI changes, Clash Royale inadvertently accessible party mode, blah, 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 blah. Dude, this may or may not be true. I'm not going to try to hate on this. Is nothing against the author of this. But really, out of all the things going on in the game, the bad UI for casual players, I don't really hear from any. I'm sure I'll hear from you guys now, but I don't hear from anybody in any comments, and I get thousands and thousands of them, especially on these videos, talking about what's wrong with the game. You guys aren't bashful about sharing your opinions, and I don't think the #1 point is bad UI. No, I don't even, personally, I don't know. Let me know if I'm wrong here, or you disagree with me. I'm sure you will anyway, but, I don't have a problem with the UI in the game, personally. All right, number 2, I guess. We demand Supercell to immediately unify Classic 1v1 or Party 2v2 modes with the prestigious... Oh, man, this is a long one. Unite Classic Battles, the esteemed Path of Legends, and the competitive normal ladder all into one game mode. Number 2, blatantly ugly UI for regular players. We vehemently demand an immediate overhaul to the new deck and card selection, which suffers from visually unappealing and disjointed layout. Dude, 5,100 people are on board with this? This is your issues? The ugly UI? Dude, the deck selection screen, man. I mean, maybe it could be better, but really? I don't know. Okay, we implore Supercell to rectify the issue by restoring a minimalistic and intuitive design with cards fitting closely together. Unless selected, preserve the essence of the effortless navigation and remove the cumbersome spacing that plagues the current UI. So he doesn't like the spacing in the deck UI. Man. Number 3, elite level upgrade. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're cooking. All right. The rise of elite levels in Clash Royale has created an alarming spike of the pay-to-win dynamic, rendering gold useless unless you want to spend 1.5 million to upgrade a card. We demand an immediate end to this injustice, restoring the significance of skill over wealth. Let us unite against the erosion. I really love this guy's vernacular. And reclaim the integrity of Clash Royale together. Together we can redefine victory. Fix! All level 14 levels have a common upgrade mechanism. Yet the introduction of a new upgrade material mechanism for just one level is completely illogical in any consistent gameplay framework. A rework is absolutely crucial. I want to ask you guys, all jokes aside here, I want to ask you legitimately, if you could wave a magic wand, be careful before you answer here. I'm going to put up a community tab poll of this very question, because it's an important one, because it lies at the heart of this entire conversation. If you can wave a magic wand and make level 15, let's just say that we're going to add it no matter what. You can't not add it, right? Forgive the double negative. But in the words of my man, Ockend8960 here, right? Hear ye, Clash Royale. All the brethren, listen around. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. If you could wave a magic wand and take level 15 and make it cost gold, okay? Just gold and no elite levels, would you do it? Would you do it at this point? Would you take that over elite levels? Just the regular old mechanisms of collecting cards and spending gold? Or are you like, okay, if we're gonna get level 15 and we can't do anything about that, then I'm okay with this mechanism. I'm okay with elite wild cards. My answer is somewhere in between, and no, I'm not riding the fence, but here's my opinion on this. I think that having the new mechanism to upgrade cards is actually a good idea. Level 15, right? Meaning, before you dislike the video and curse me out and turn it off, meaning that I think that being able to just get cards in excess and have them apply to any card in your collection, not have to get lucky with one specific card, I think that's a good idea, right? Making it have to cost gold to upgrade a card, I think that's a good idea as well, frankly. It's just the exorbitant cost, and also the fact that, I mean, the value they're placing on things is haphazard at best, right? They need to rework the entire cost structure of all this stuff, right? Anyway, so my issue is the cost of everything, and how much a book of books is worth versus a common card and everything that goes along with it. Surprisingly, there's a silver lining. Card evolutions. The reception of card evolutions have been largely positive, with only 11% of players calling for their removal or rework. Well, this represents a notable percentage. It's encouraging to see that they have something that we like. All right, so that's it. We're shutting down. We're shutting down. All right, guys, listen. This guy has a couple good points, a couple points that I agree with. Let me know what you think about this dude. I found it very strange, again, that he's starting with UI. You know, whether or not you like the UI, to shut down and your first two reasons have to do with ugly UI, that's not why we're going to shut down the game. Let's be real here, right? Furthermore, with no offense meant to the Reddit community, to the YouTube community, to us lame-o talking heads on YouTube, we represent such a small fraction of the overall player base of Clash Royale. Furthermore, let's be real, out of these 5,100 people, let's just say that 4,000 of them actually play the game every day. The other ones are just like chilling on Reddit, right? 4,000 actually play the game every day. How many of those 4,000 will literally not log in for 2 days or whatever, right? How many players out of 4,000 will not log in? Even if it's 3,500, which I bet it would be more towards like 50, honestly, if I was guessing. But even if it was like 4,500, you think that Clash Royale would ever notice, the Supercell would ever notice that nobody logged into Clash of Clans and Clash Royale for 2 days? Nah, man, nah. On one hand, though, like, as much as I'm hating on this dude, I'm always like, I'm never gonna hate too much on anybody going out there and actually trying to take some sort of action, right? I mean, it's easy to complain all day, but this dude's at least he's trying something, you know? At least he's trying something, and you never have anything unless you try something to start with, right? Ultimately. So, you know, I mean, listen, I don't think it's gonna work at all. I think it's kind of comical. I enjoy watching it, but I don't think it's gonna work. Hey guys, I wanted to show you I want to take a little temperature check of the Clash Royale community at large. Are the views going down on YouTube? Not that it really matters that much, because as we spoke about, it's a small percentage of the overall audience base anyway, but are views going down? Furthermore, what are people talking about? What are content creators right now? What kind of content are they making about this stuff? I want to start out, by the way, mentioning a couple of things. I'm on my Raid account right now, so I actually watch a bunch of these YouTubers, but you're not going to see with a little red line or me subscribe to them, so just want to get that out of the way with the important stuff out the gate. Havoc Gaming, dude, I love this dude. I'll subscribe even on my Raid account because he's like one of my favorite creators out there. He just made a video, 15 YouTubers who quit Clash Royale. I was just watching. Yours truly's not going to be on there, but how many of those faces are you familiar with? Check that video out after you watch this one. And then we have, I alluded to this, but Dumbo is back. Dumbo is back. This is KFC Clash. He has a Clash Royale developers be like, it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Well, you guys can tell me what you think about that. I'm not going to wade in those waters, but I will say that it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. All right, what is Molt talking about nowadays? Best thing in Clash Royale in a while is evolutions, he says. Okay, so clearly, Molt is a massive, massive fan of evolutions. Best thing in a while. I guess since Champions? maybe even before that. So you guys can check out Molt's video as to why he thinks this is the best thing added to the game in a long time. We have Sir Tag here. Sir Tag actually he usually doesn't make news type videos, but he did make a We Need to Talk About Level 15 in Clash Royale video. You guys can go ahead and check that one out. Other than that, not too much content, it seems like, on the evolutions or level 15 or anything like that. It's more just like best deck type content here from Sir Tag. But views-wise, it seems like everything's going really, really well on his channel. So shout out to Sir Tag. We have B-Rad. B-Rad made the infamous, the disgusting monetization of Clash Royale video. It's nearing on 1 million views 10 days ago. He was really the first content creator who spoke up about level 15, about, you know, once we found or saw the conversion cost and everything like that, he made this video and really got in depth with his opinions, very strong opinions on, you know, it being a massive cash grab, TLDR. But you guys can go ahead and check that video out as well. We got OJ. What is OJ up to? He's covering the new Cordelius, a new brawler in Brawl Stars. Haven't played Brawl Stars in a couple years, so I'm really not up. I mean, back in my day, Shelly was new. That's exciting stuff. So he's doing some Brawl Stars content. It looks like a few of them in the last couple days. And then he has an I maxed out video. I have not watched that one actually yet, so I don't know. He might have already had like all those resources, but either way, he's not on the spending bandwagon. The spending bandwagon. He's not on that. Or maybe he is. Maybe he is. I don't want to speak too soon. But either way, it looks like OJ is doing fantastic, you know, like in terms of his... I didn't realize that he was like this close to 50-50 on Brawl Stars in Clash Royale right now, but maybe I'll have to go ahead and catch up on some OJ out there, right? We have Inshane. How evolutions were meant to be played 3 days ago. I haven't watched this one yet. I have watched everything else, but he also spent $100 to max every evolution in Clash Royale, so clearly he likes evolutions, I'm assuming, at least. Speaking of liking, guys, if you haven't already, check out Inshane, Clash with Shane, his old name, right? Check out his new YouTube channel. It's all revamped. He's got the new name, Inshane, instead of Clash with Shane, but he still has Clash with Shane on the banner in case you forgot, in case old viewers forgot out there. But he's really reworked his content, and I know from talking to Shane, he's probably the creator that I speak to the most in the entire game. I know that he is really proud and happy of the hours and hours, days sometimes, talking like over 20 hours of editing that goes into his new content. It's no longer deck of the day content on that channel. So if you've been sleeping on Shane and the work that he's done on his channel, make sure you go ahead and check that out. We have Riley CR. I love Riley, man. I love Riley. I love Ian. Kind of the newer class, if you will, of Clash Royale content creators. He's just doing really well with you know, top ladder content or top game content here. So nothing. It doesn't seem, well, he says the Royal Giant Evolution is so broken. Oh, dear Supercell, please delete level 15 nerf evolutions. So that's a video worth checking out. I have not heard that one yet from Riley. And then we have Ian. Ian is doing, he just crushed Crusher 21. He ranked all the cards. And again, Elite Barbarians remove skill from Clash Royale. Evolve Firecrackers is game breaking. And then $10 for 500 Clash Royale coach. So is this the end of Clash Royale finally here? Interesting. So there's plenty of content on Ian's channel to check out if you want to get his take on all of this update, including the card evolutions. And last but not least, I have Boss here. By the way, if I didn't mention your favorite content creator who you watch every day, let me know in the comments below, guys. I know there's a ton of them out there that are all doing really, really well still covering Clash Royale. Let's see. A Clash Royale ripoff that is actually good. Interesting. I wonder what game that is. I don't know. We'll have to check it out. That's Boss. Let's see. Best deck for every evolution in Clash Royale. That's pretty cool to check out. And then Clash Royale lied about level 15 costing no gold. And he shows that offer. I think he's being a little bit... I guess technically they have it there, but we talked about that in my last video too, right? We talked about this offer. If you guys want to, you know, watch one of my videos, go ahead and check it out as well. That offer is just a ruse, man. That's the real offer, the $10 to max out one card on the far right. But again, more on that price anchoring and everything else. We kind of dive into what it all is, what this offer means on my last video on the channel here. And then he spent $25,000 to upgrade all cards to level 15. All right, guys, so a lot of content to check out there. Honestly, I kind of just blindly opened up all these tabs, typed in the first 10 Clash Royale YouTubers that I could think of off the top of my dome, and wow, there's actually a lot of videos that kind of got my interest out there. So definitely check those out. Let me know what you think, and let me know if you are participating. Again, it wasn't my intention to necessarily just roast this dude, but I'm very skeptical to say the least. Are you participating in the global shutdown? You go ahead and let me know. And if you disagree with me, if you think there is some, some way that this might actually impact Supercell, even if a little bit, to make them, to instigate change, positive change in the game, you go ahead and let me know. I remain skeptical. Thank you for watching. And as always, take care, guys.